Aloha, good morning. Naomi here with Aloha Crochet with Naomi. Good morning, good morning. Aloha, aloha, kakahiaka, which is good morning in Hawaiian. It's good to see you, everyone. I'm still working on my cup of coffee here. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Temmie. How are you this morning? If this is your first time here, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and say hi. Say hello, say aloha. Anyways, I'm just getting on here. Just want to say good morning. And go ahead and tell me what is in your cup. What is in your cup? Sorry. Hi, Temmie. So I kind of got an idea from last week's kind of fiasco with my feed as far as my comments go last week. So I decided this year I'm just going to be ready. I'm watching myself on my phone, but I'm not really watching myself. I'm watching for the comments. And if I miss any, hey, good morning, Miguel. Good morning, Barbara. How are you this morning? It's good to see you. I just seen that, Miguel, that you're on your way to Kroger's. I love Kroger's. I miss having Kroger's. And just to let you all know that my husband might pop in and say hi. He's coming home for lunch here in just a few minutes. So I told him he is more than welcome to come in and say hello real quick. So good morning, Heather. Good morning, my bestie. How are you this morning? Miguel, you be safe going to Kroger's, okay? So what is in your cup this morning? I have coffee in my Honu coffee cup. Sorry, I can't talk. And then I have liquid hydration this morning. Liquid hydration. And y'all can't tell that I like pink, can you? Can you tell? Excuse me. I was wondering what was happening with my picture, but I think that's better. I think. Picture in layout. Okay, well, that looks good. I think. I hope. Wow, y'all are chatting, saying good morning. Oh, you already stopped. You're leaving Kroger now. Okay. Good morning, Ray. How are you this morning? It's so good to see you. It is wonderful to see you. And I can actually see my feed a lot quicker because I can move it up and down a little bit easier on my phone than I can on my laptop. So I'm glad all of you are here. It's good to see you. Have I missed anyone? If I've missed anyone, please, ikomo mai, welcome. Come on in, ikomo mai. Just tell us what you have in your cup. Everyone's saying hi to everyone else. You're great, Ray. Thank you, Ray. I don't know if you've seen on my community page, but I posted your picture of that. Is it a blanket? I can't remember, but it's beautiful. I love those colors. So neutral and warm, I guess is the word I'm looking for that, but I really like it. It's really beautiful. And you made your own pattern on that? Is that what I'm understanding? I think that's what Temmie had told me. So yeah. It's good to see everyone this morning. I'm just kind of hanging out for a few minutes, trying to get this frog out of my throat. As always. And Miss Tanya, I'm sure that you're hearing me right now, or at least I hope you're hearing me right now. Just letting you know that I'm praying for quick healing for your hand. Our friend Tanya had hand surgery this morning, so okay, Ray, and you did see my post, and it is a blanket, and it's your pattern. That's a blessing. It's a blessing. Did you write it out, or did you just go by what you felt? Please, inquiring minds want to know, Miss Ray. Or do you have a tutorial for it? Let's hear the scoop. So it's not been too bad. You did both. Okay. Well, we'll definitely have to look it up so that way we can check it out and possibly make it. If anybody wants to make that blanket, it's very beautiful. Like I said, I really love the warm colors on it. I'll be honest, I cannot start a blanket right now. I'd like to, but I can't right now. I started actually something. When I get it done, you'll do a post. Okay, wonderful. That sounds great. That sounds great. Sorry, excuse me. So I've been kind of busy trying to stay busy, but staying busy still the same, even though, yeah, I've got a lot going on. Got a lot going on, but it's been fun. It's been fun. So what's in your cup if you haven't told us yet? Let's see here. You can do the blanket and other projects at the same time. Just forget what? A little bit of a time. Yes. Well, I do little projects in between big projects. And right now I just have one big project to finish up, and that's the blue shawl that I was working on. And then I started another big project that I'll share with you all in just a moment. I'm kind of, it's a spin-off of the wheat stitch. We'll just say that right now. I'll just say that right now. Heather, how are you doing this morning? How is everyone doing? Tell me, how are you all doing this morning? Ray says she's great. Temmie said earlier that she was wonderful. My friend Heather, she had surgery. Heather, it's been 3 weeks now? 4 weeks? Something like that. It's getting close to that time where she can start driving again. She's not been able to drive for a little bit. Do it, not forget. I'll try, Miss Ray. I'll try. I might need reminders. Okay, I'll say that. I might need reminders. Miguel, those headaches, they're terrible. I get them all the time. One thing that my daughter, she's really into natural remedies, and so she's really gotten me into it as well. And you just take like a pinch of cayenne pepper and a little, like, something that you can just swig down like really quickly, and that helps with my headaches, believe it or not. Including the sinus ones. I had a sinus one a few days ago, and I did that, and it still helped. So if you're able to do that. Oh, Barbara, you're sleepy. You had got up at 4:00 this morning. Yes. Miss Tanya had an early surgery appointment. Let's see. Elaine, good morning. Good morning. Ikomomai, and getting some work done on your forgotten projects. I fully get that. I get that. And Heather says, thank you. She is well. The 18th, you can drive again. Okay. Short distances. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. I know the only thing about not having it on my comments on my computer is that not everybody can see them. So I apologize. Cayenne pepper is so good for many health issues. Yes, Miguel, it is. It is. Let me go over here. So this is what Heather said. She gets to drive after x-ray on the 18th. Doc will determine when I can walk again. Yes. Sorry. Goodness. So, yeah, let's see. What's in your cup? What are you working on? What else? Oh, and what's the temperature where you are? I did not look that up this morning. Let me get out of this YouTube channel for just a moment and look that up, because I can. Because I can. So what is the temperature where you are this morning? Mine says it's 69 degrees, mostly cloudy. It's been kind of rainy here again today. Humidity is at 68. And it looks like our high today is going to be about 81. Fun. Yes, fun. So right now I'm just tying in ends. For those of you who wanted to know what my water balloons look like. They look like little water balloons, but they're very absorbent. You don't have to put another balloon in it or anything. You just put them in water, let them soak up some water, and start throwing, start tossing, and dunk it in some more water and start tossing again. These are a lot of fun. In fact, at my granddaughter's birthday party in California, I took a whole bunch, and everybody just loved them. It took them a little while to go, what? Reusable water balloons? How do you use that? And so we had a quick tutorial on how to use them. And then once they realized how they worked, at first they thought it was going to hurt, and it doesn't. I mean, they're made out of blanket yarn, but even with them being full of water, you know, absorbed with a lot of water, there is no, it does not hurt. I mean, it's just like getting hit with a regular water balloon, but it doesn't break, right? And if you're new here, please, by all means, hit that thumbs up for me. I really appreciate it. Timmy, you woke up. Oh, it's 78 where you are, Heather. Heather's in Texas as well, Miguel. And then let's see here. Timmy, you woke up at 46 and now it's 69. Okay, that's not bad. Good morning, Patty. Good morning. Aloha. Kakahiaka. Ikomomai. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. And you've got strawberry lemonade in your cup. And it's 72 in Ohio. How's your hubby this morning? How you and your hubby doing this morning? Sunny and breezy. Sorry, you're starting the wool sock weight sweater. Oh, yay. So make sure you share that on my community page, please. Show us even like progress. That'd be amazing to be able to see. And let's see, you go back to the 90s tomorrow, right, Miguel? Yes. And Temmie says, aloha, Patty. Let's see here. Ray says that it's 61 degrees and it's only supposed to be up to 75 today. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Thank you for that, everyone. Thank you for that. So yeah, here, this is my water balloons. And like I said, in fact, one of the ladies there, she's a teacher and she ordered like 2 sets. She ordered 2 sets of balloons. Well, no, 4 sets of balloons for her classroom for the end of the year. So I've got a little while since how they're just starting school. So she said that at the end of the school year, they have an activity day. And she said that she would love them to be able to have them as part of their activity day, you know, because they have like fun activities for the end of the school year. So I'll be making those. So right now I have, this is the Burnett blanket with, and this colorway is red, white, and boom. Red, white, and boom. So right now I have 2, 4, 5 balloons for that teacher. And these were all from a leftover skein of this yarn. Oh, that's sweet, Patty. That is very sweet. Yes. Patty sent a peace prayer. I think I hear my honey out in the living room. I think he's having his breakfast, or not his breakfast, but his lunch. And so Patty sent a peace prayer for you yesterday, Miss Temmie. And we appreciate that. Yes, we pray for each other here on this channel. So if anybody ever needs prayer, just put it out there and we can definitely be praying. Like right now, we're praying for speedy recovery for our friends that's had surgery in one way or another, right? And so we're praying for that. We pray for our servicemen and women and our first responders responders. We thank you for your service. Thank you for all that you do, not just our first responders, but those who work in hospitals and who even help with mental health. I mean, all of it, all of it. Those who are helping others to better themselves or to help with their health, caregivers. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we thank you for all you do. Sorry, excuse me. I know. So I need to figure out a different way to do this because I can see them better on my phone. Yes. But then it takes me away from you all. So I apologize for that. I will figure this out. I might move it like right now. Watch. I can do that, right? Because I like where I have it positioned right now. It's not a good position. It's not conducive with me staying here and I'm like there. So this might be a little bit, excuse me, that might be a little bit better. At least I'm still in the general direction of looking at each and every one of you beautiful people that are here with me this morning. So that's my water balloons that I was sharing a couple weeks ago. And so I'm working on these. And the other day, I think it was what, Sunday, when the Sunshine Crochet Gal, when we were together on Sunday, I was working on this blanket. So I got it done. So this is ready to go. And then with that red, white, and boom, I thought, I wonder how an octo would look. So here's my first octo with the red, white, and boom. And then just in like a day and a half, when I made this first guy, I put those kawaii eyes on this guy. But on this first one, then I became a little obsessed, you guys. Because then I so far have made 1, 2, where's my eyeballs? 3. So there's 3 of the littler size, okay? The smaller size guys. But each one I've been kind of taking it and using a bigger hook. Oh, yay, you're home now, Miguel. And now you're putting the groceries away and listening. Wonderful. So there's 5, and each one has gotten, almost each one, a couple of them are the same size. A couple of them has gone up in size because I changed my hook size and then how many I changed for the tentacles. Then last night, well, yeah. So 3 or 4 of them, 3 of them, I think I did yesterday. But then here's my 4th one I did yesterday. And this one is even bigger. Isn't he adorable? So this guy, what did I do? I changed, well, first of all, the pattern that I'm using is from All From Jade Octo pattern. And I've just kind of changed it up for the different sizes and different hooks. So like I did an L hook. This was my L hook. And then I did a K hook. And I believe this was my K hook. The only thing I had to do, like with the bottoms, I had to change up how I close them from the original pattern, because on the small ones, you're able just to seal it up after you're done with your tentacles. Well, with the bigger ones, I've noticed that I've had to add like another row of single stitches before I can close it up. So that way it gives it more of a flatter bottom, so it can sit, a little better. Whereas the small ones, I'm able to close it up and it, the tentacles, they fit just fine on there and it fits pretty flat. And so but I didn't have to add anything at the bottom. But for the bigger one, I did notice I had to do that. So there's that. I've been making those. So here's the L. This is the L hook. now that I'm looking at them better. This is the K hook. Let's see here. And did I do another hook? I think I did a J hook. I think this is my J hook here. And then I think both of these guys are still from my I hook. Yeah, these ones were my I hook. But her original pattern, I believe, let me look. So for her original pattern, I believe it calls for an H hook, if I'm not mistaken. No, it calls for an E hook. But I've done the J hook and now the K hook and the L hook. And either way, I like them. The only thing is differently too on the tentacles. For the K hook, I added, because it originally calls for chain 6, and then two single crochets in each stitch on the way back. So for the original it's 6, then you end up with 10, and it makes that curly Q tentacle. Thank you, Ray. They're fun to make and so easy. And then so I adjusted for the K hook. I did a chain of, let's see, I did a chain of what was it, 7. And then on the way back, it ended up being 12 single crochets. And then for the L hook, I did 8 with a total of 17 or 14 single crochets on the way back to make my curly Q tentacle. So yeah, that's been really fun. Just kind of adjusting things to see how I like different things. But the original pattern is definitely from all from Jade, and she's on YouTube. I don't think I have her in my banners. If one of my admins wouldn't mind posting her on our chat, Temmie or Barbara, if you're able, or Heather. Heather, we need to teach you how to do that kind of stuff too whenever you're here. But it's all from Jade, Baby Octos, and that's the original pattern. And she has a really good tutorial, very easy to learn from her. So yeah, if you're able to do that, that'd be amazing. Giving her a shout out. Sorry, I forgot I was live, you guys. No, I'm not. I didn't really forget. I'm just like, oh. I apologize for that. I would, but hands on deck right now. Okay, no worries. No worries, Temmie. You're good. I'll try to put her in after I post the live. Then I'll try to add it in there or put it on put it on my community page. Okay, so look out for the community page, and I'll find her YouTube, and I'll add it on to that community page for you. So I apologize. I should have had that ready, but I did not. So, and I don't know what I was thinking, y'all. Please forgive me. So I know in my title, I said that I got happy mail. So if anyone follows Lori from Lori Stories and Crochet, she was one of the ladies that said, I love you. And so I sent her one of the towels, and she sent something back to me, which I was not expecting. I mean, I was not expecting this at all. Like, she had shared a while back about some thread, and I was like, "Ooh, that's pretty." And then I think, Barbara, if you remember correctly, she was talking about that thread that she had gotten. So she sent me a couple little skeins. Aren't those the most beautiful things? They're white. There's like a little sheen to them. But these are, let's see here. I can't read it. Well, now let me turn it the right side up and you can read it. Maybe. Oh, it looks like a different language, so I cannot read it. But it's beautiful, and look at how thin it is. I forget what weight. I think she said it was a 40, if I'm not mistaken. So I was scouring already my, look at how small that is. Isn't that beautiful though? And I love the sheen on them. So I'm going to wind these up, and then I am going to make myself a doily. I've already been scouring all of my many crochet books. And I'm going to make myself a doily. I'm thinking I want to make like a table runner type. And I think I have more than enough yarn here or thread here to make it. So I'm excited. I am excited, you guys, to make this. And then, oh my goodness, I need to find out, Lori, where you found these, because these are just absolutely adorable. She sent me this little goodie bag pack along with that thread with stickers. So there's a crochet hook and yarn. And to me, this reminds me of a mandala. That's what I'm calling it, a mandala sticker. So, and I love those. Those are going to go on my mug. I will find room on this thing. I do have room on this thing for them. So I'm going to put them right there on my mug. Oops. As long as I don't drop them. And then it had stitch markers. So the first stitch marker was this little beautiful butterfly. Isn't that beautiful? And then, this teddy bear. Let's see. Can I? Sorry, y'all. Can you see that? What is that? Iridescent. You can kind of see through it. See? It's pretty. And it's pink, you guys. It's pink. So I'm in love with that. Well, I'm in love with all of it. And then this is like a leather. I'm not sure. But it's a crochet or knitting needles in a crochet ball or a skein. Isn't that so cute? I love it. I love it. And you can never have too many. You can never have too many stitch markers, right, ladies and gentlemen? Right? You can never have too many stitch markers. I love stitch markers. I have a pair of slippers. Here's my bag. There's these people that come through at the kiosk at the post exchange that has they do like rocks and minerals and stuff. And I forget what this is, but I think this is like a pink quartz of some sort. Oh, yay. The simple pattern, Miguel. Okay, yes. Your pattern? Oh, I'll have to take a look. I just seen that you had gone to Kroger, but I didn't get to watch the video yet, but I am going to. I will. Someone sent you a chicken stitch marker. Wonder why, LOL. I wonder why. And so she had these as earrings at her kiosk. But I was like, can you make me some that I can use for a stitch marker? And so I showed her my stitch markers, and she did. So I have a pair of these. Oh, Ray, you got to go. You have an appointment to go to. I will watch the rest on the replay, and you all have a great day. Aloha. Aloha. Haole. Haole. See, I can't even talk. I'm getting ready to say happy birthday, but I know it's not your birthday. Hui ho malama pono is what I wanted to say. You take care until I see you again, Ray. Be safe out there, okay? We appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in. Have a great day. Thank you. So aren't these adorable, though, you guys? Look. Let me show you again. They're a pair of slippers. Those are so cute. So, yeah, I love those. I love stitch markers. I love them. So that's my happy mail, and I'm loving it. Thank you so much, Lori from Lori's Stories and Crochet. That was an absolute surprise and blessing. And she upcycled, okay, you guys. So this is the bag that, and I didn't know it was the bag that I sent her stuff in until I got in there. I was like, oh, she just flipped it inside out and used it again. What a great way to repurpose, right? I love it. I love it. So let's see. What else do I got going on today? What do you all got going on today? Um, excuse me. Aloha. Oh, cute. By the way, Naomi, I am Arsenal watching Hawaii Hawaii 5 replay. Oh, yes. Rapid fire, right? Well, you're going to go holo holo. In fact, that's our new word, you guys. It's been a couple of weeks, hasn't it? I think it's been a couple of weeks since I put a new word out there. But this is holo holo. And that's to, hopefully y'all can see that, to go on a walk, a ride, a sail, often implying a leisurely excursion for pleasure or to go out with no fixed destination. So that's kind of like just going out and just, like we can go holo holo shopping, right? Just going places with no agenda. So holo holo, easy peasy, right, guys? I know each and every one of you should be able to say that like really quickly, including ikomo mai, right? Barbara, Tanya? Where's Miss Catherine this morning? She must be at work already. She must be at work already, but that's okay. That's okay. And I was thinking of you, Tanya, when I was looking at this word that we had a few weeks back, mana wahine. You're a strong woman and you've got this, girl. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. So, and I have another friend. I don't think I've seen her on here as of yet. She knows of the YouTube channel, but she's put in for a job. And so if you can think of, if you can remember to please pray for her. Her first name's Debbie. And if you could just pray for her that she gets this new job. She actually knows somebody that's actually trying to create a job for her in this company. And hopefully she'll get it. In fact, we're just going to claim it for her, right? So let's pray together that she will get that. And yeah. I know, that is funny, Temmie. That is funny. So what else do we have going on today? What else do we have going on today? I feel like I've said everything I wanted to say, but not really. There really is not. So actually, no, I have another thing. So we've all been on the wheat stitch lately. And so I was like, I really want a poncho for myself. So I was like, and I really like this wheat stitch. The wheat stitch to me is, I don't know, I just love it. I just love it. Oh, and by the way, what I have on is a bag o' day. And I'll have to write that down too. But this is one of her designs. I made it, it's a duster. Well, I didn't make it a duster. It's down to mid-thigh. But yeah. It's something just to kind of keep me warm and to kind of, lounge around, go out, head out the door for a quick moment, for a little bit, run errands in. It's very comfortable. I really like it because it keeps me warm when it's a little chill out there, and I think it's kind of stylish. Well, not kind of. I think it's stylish. Covers it does what I made it for, which is cover me up. Cover me up. So, okay, going back to this wheat stitch. Hold on. Let me grab a drink real quick. Time out. Talk amongst yourselves. I should not have put these pretzels right here because I'm so tempted, but I won't do that again. I apologize. and I got a message. I don't know where it came from. Oh, that's good. I've got passion fruit in my cup today. Passion fruit, liquid hydration. Very good. Very good. Oh no, it's very oh no. All right. Wheat stitch. So I am not a designer in any way, shape, or form. But Sunday I had briefly shown this thing, and Barbara said that she's seen that a tutorial could be on its way. And you never know. You never know. Because I am the one who's putting this together. I'm sorry. And so, being that I'm not a designer, it's like, I want a rectangle poncho. I don't mind having the ones with the diamond or whatever that's called in the front, where it kind of points down. I don't mind having those. I wore those when I was a kid. Wonderful, great. In fact, I have a few others, but as an adult, but I don't know. I wanted something different because I keep seeing rectangle ponchos or what was that you called it, Barbara, on Sunday? Miguel, it's your fault. Miguel says, I've never heard of the wheat stitch. You are funny. There was another term that Barbara had made on Sunday as to what it was called. So, but right now I'm just calling it a rectangle poncho. But I know it starts with an R. And I don't know how to say it correctly. Okay, Ryuanna. Something Anna. Rihanna. Here it is, y'all. There it is, right there. So, and I've seen that word before, but I just have a hard time pronouncing it. I don't know the correct pronunciation on that. Ruana. Okay. She did a correction. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not really for certain. Okay, and there's the wheat stitch. Tammy just uploaded the wheat stitch. Catherine, there you are. Welcome. Ikomo mai. I was just saying, where's Catherine? Where is Catherine? She must be sleeping in. So, and what are you making? Okay, Rue. I know. So I did pronounce it right. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Barbara, for that. I appreciate that. You're at Michael's again? Did you get the job? That would be exciting. So, going back to what I started, y'all. So Sunday, I was kind of showing a little bit of what I got going on. And I was thinking of, I did my own measurements, right? Oh, you're going to see? Yay. And so I took my own measurements, and I'm doing this with a J-hook because excuse me. I want it to be, it's not that I don't want a lot of holes in it. And there's a possibility of that, but I did it in a J-hook. So it's making it really, a closed stitch, right? It's going to be pretty closed up. So it's like, okay, well, from what I wanted to go for the back, and then I took my my measuring tape and I held the end to where I wanted it to lay on me on the back side, and then draped it over my shoulder and let it fall. And then I went all the way down to where I wanted it to go on the front side. Then I divided that by 2 because I want to make a front piece and a back piece. And the way I want it to go, the stitch to go up and down. So this is the bottom, this is the top, right? Nope, this way. So either way, this is the wheat stitch and this is the direction that I want it to go. So this is going to be my front panel, and it's going to come right below, right about my tummy area, maybe right below, because, you know, I have to keep in mind of where I'll be stitching it on the shoulder, right? And so that's what I'm going to do. But, excuse me, as I was looking at this last night, I was like, I need to adjust that. A bat wing shawl? I've not heard of that, Temmie. I'll have to look that up. So I wrote myself some notes as to what I'm thinking, okay? And tell me what you think once I read this to you, because it might make sense and it might not make sense, okay? We'll see. So on my adjustments, first of all, I was thinking, you know, at the very beginning of every row, you're just doing a single crochet, then you're starting your wheat stitch, right? And that's on your wheat stitch row. So it's like, I need to extend that. So I'm going to adjust, and even if at my beginning, you know, you have your 2 rows of your beginning 2 single crochet rows. I think I'm going to extend that to 4, then start my wheat stitch rows, and then just continue to keep with the normal 2 rows of 2 rows of my single crochet back loop only rows, and then back to the wheat stitch. And I'm going to just extend each end out, right? So that way I have more sewing space to connect for under my arms. Then for over my shoulders, right, where I'm going to connect the 2 pieces, I am going to extend that. So at one end, I will be doing an extra, I'll be adding, when I make the original piece, I'll be actually doing, before I start at this end or whichever, and before I start the wheat stitch portion, I will be doing 4 single crochets back loop only at each. Lori, I was just talking about you. Hi, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. I'm talking design right now. I am talking kind of a design, but I'm throwing this all kind of out there because I'm not sure. I'm not a designer, but when I get it put together, what I'm saying is I'm going to make a ribbed section at the top, so I have more area to sew together for my shoulders, and then a ribbed section at the bottom so it looks more finished. There, I said it without having to go. So that's my adjustments that I'm going to do. I might just cut this off and restart and see how it goes, because I can always sew it, you know, pull it out and re-sew it back into my piece that I stick with, right? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Lori, thank you. I was not expecting that. That was such a pleasant and wonderful surprise to receive this thread. It is so beautiful. I already started scouring my many crochet books. I want to find just the right, I want to make a little table runner for myself. So that's what I'm making with this. I'm just wanting to find just the right pattern for it. But I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. And my treats and my goodies that you sent me. I love them. My favorite is, I give everybody a guess real quick. What is my favorite thing that I just got besides the thread from Lori? I think I mentioned it just a few minutes ago. And yes, okay, I was right. It's a 40 weight and nearly 500 yards. That is going to make such a beautiful doily slash table runner. I want it to be a doily rectangle. That much I do know. So we'll see what I come up with. But this is my favorite out of that little bag. And you're going to have to tell me where you got that little package of things, because I love it. I absolutely love it. I was trying to look on Amazon last night, but I didn't see it. Can you see that? Oh, no. But this is my favorite one. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you again. I appreciate that. It touched my heart because of the fact that this was my first Happy Meal since becoming a content creator on YouTube. So this is exciting to me. And then now, not only am I content, but I'm trying to put my hand into designing. So this is my rough draft. I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see this. So I have panel, and then like how I'm going to sew it up. Panel together, leave myself a little hole. And then I'm trying to think. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do this, but I see that there are some, how do you pronounce it again? Ruans. Yes, some ruans that I've seen online that has like a cowl type neck. So I'm probably not going to do that. I get kind of warm for the most part. So I think I would get a little too warm if I were to do that. So, but we'll see. We'll see. But I will finish it off with at least, a single row of double crochets, or not double crochets, single crochets, just to kind of give it that finished look at the end, right? And then, like I said, I wanted to do a ribbed bottom to give it more of a finished look as well. Right. Yes, I've been, you're right, Tammy. I'm taking my time. I'm taking my time with it, and I've got lots of, thankfully I do a lot of this in pencil. So whenever I think of something, and then I mess it up, I erase, or I go back and I'm like, nope, that's not it, and erase it out. And so that's kind of what I've been doing. And so this project started taking off on, what date did I start this project for this? Friday. I started putting stuff together. Is that my male person? I feel like that's my male person. I don't know. The dogs are going crazy. I really thought my husband would stop in and say hello, but he hasn't. But that's okay. Oh, Lori, that's awesome. That is awesome. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So yeah, so I started that on Friday, and then I've put it down for the last, since Sunday. What's today? Tuesday. So I didn't work on it at all yesterday. I wanted to, I just took a stitch out, you guys. Let's see, I gotta use one of my good stitch markers now. I only have in there, I had this little guy, and those are easy to come out. So we'll just change that like right now, so I don't pull out another stitch, because I really don't want to undo anything until I know for sure. So I'll probably just tie this off for now and let it sit on the side and start another piece. Because I have more than enough yarn of this. This was from, remember, well, during the holidays, they send out, for those, through Lion Brand, or even through Mary Maxim, those Santa sacks. And so I think I have like 3 or 4, maybe 5 of these Pound of Loves in exactly the same color straw. So I have more than enough. And that's kind of the reason why as well that I'm making this first design out of this because I have so much of it, and I know that the wheat stitch does require a lot of yarn. So it is, you know, a pretty good yarn eater, which is good. I need a yarn eater because I have, Catherine said the other day she has 3 years worth of yarn. I have a lot more than 3 years worth of yarn. Okay, just saying, just saying. I have that shelf full of yarn, and underneath I have a cabinet that's got yarn. I have this shelf that's got full of yarn, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 tubs of yarn in front of that. And then I have 2 cabinets over here. One just has like miscellaneous, not really yarn, just other stuff for projects. And then I have this little cabinet here with some yarn. And then I have bags. Like, let me show you a bag. Oh, here's a bag. How convenient. So I have bags like this with yarn, most of which are like scraps, but not really. Like, they need to be. You have multiple lifetimes of yarn, Patty. I get it. Me too. Me too. And then I racked up a little bit during Joanne's closeout. That was a sad day, but I did rack up quite a bit. So now I'm trying to find things to use those yarns with. But I have bags and bags of yarn. I have more yarn than I should have probably as a person, but you know what? It's so fun, and I just like getting even more yarn. So it's all good. I use it eventually. I get around to using it, and especially since how I do set up at a kiosk, and you know, I have to, not have to, but you know, I make inventory for my kiosk. So excuse me. Let's see, what did you say, Lori? Sure enough, minutes, 2. Oh, okay. You're gonna be with your grandson. You've got him wrangled now. That's cute. That's cute. Let's see. And Temmie says, "Oh wow, Patty." So I have a lot of yarn, y'all. I said all that to say I needed to figure out something to utilize all this yarn. And I wanted something for myself. And I thought, what better than the wheat stitch and making myself a poncho or slash rowan. Rowan. Is it Rowana or Rowan? Rowana. Rowana. Ruana. See, I still can't say it right. Because I look at it and I'm like, is it Ruana? I think it's a Ruana. Either way, I am so glad that each and every one of you have been with me today. I just kind of been rambling on. But we're bouncing ideas, right? We're bouncing ideas. That's what we're here for, to bounce ideas off of each other, encourage each other. Right, exactly, Temmie. That word. And yes, Patty, multiple lifetimes of yarn for sure. Oh, I missed Kim this morning. Kim's not here. Aw, I hope she's doing well. Her and her honey. Over there in Chicagoland. I look forward to meeting her. I'll be there in October. So you're using a D hook for your sweater, Patty? Oh, wow. Just winging this by using an old sweater. And you're on your second row of the back. Oh, wonderful. Like I said, I cannot wait to see that. And I'm sure everyone else is looking forward to seeing that as well. But yeah, I really appreciate each and every one of you being here. I really, really, really pray that all of you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I feel like I've rattled off enough, right, for today. I need to actually get back to work. I've got some balloons to make. I want to work on my Ruana / poncho. And once again, Lori, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And I loved your repurposing too. I loved it. I loved your repurposing. I didn't even notice that until I opened up the bag. I was like, what? But I pray that each and every one of you have a wonderful day. And yes, I am glad you made it in for a little bit as well. I know you're very busy. You've got littles that you help take care of. So that's a blessing. I'm sure you're an absolute blessing to your daughter for being there, being able to do that for them. And it gives you some granny time too. So that's awesome. That's awesome. But you all have a wonderful day. Pray for one another. Continue to make beautiful things out of yarn / string / thread. And I pray that I will see you all on Thursday. And I just want to say ahui ho malama pono, which means, can anybody guess? That means actually, until we meet again, take care. I'll post it up here for you all to see it. Ahui ho malama pono. Until we meet again, I want you all to take care. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here again. And if you get a chance, share and continue to create. Post your creations on our community page. Okay. Aloha.